Center State is proud to support Special Strides in their ride to improve the lives of all people, one stride at a time. Center State is proud to support Special Strides in their ride to improve the lives of all people, one stride at a time. Center State is proud to support special strides in their ride to improve the lives of all people, one stride at a time. Center State is proud to support special strides in their ride to improve the lives of all people, one stride at a time. Center State is proud to support special strides in their ride to improve the lives of all people, one stride at a time. Center State is proud to support special strides in their ride to improve the lives of all people, one stride at a time. Center State is proud to support Special Strides in their ride to improve the lives of all people, one stride at a time. Center State is proud to support Special Strides in their ride to improve the lives of all people, one stride at a time. Center State is proud to support special strides in their ride to improve the lives of all people, one stride at a time. Center State is proud to support special strides in their ride to improve the lives of all people, one stride at a time. Center State is proud to support special strides in their ride to improve the lives of all people, one stride at a time.
Strides is a place of learning, and it's a place to learn about yourself, to learn about the community, to learn about caring.
What I've learned here is that everywhere you look, there's some way to incorporate therapy all around you. We use the animals, we use nature, we use the playground equipment. When I'm here at Special Strides, the horse is my treatment table and the farm is my clinic setting.
I was an occupational therapist working in hospitals, school systems, early intervention, and private practice. And I brought a school group here to the farm, and there was a little girl who was severely disabled. She did not talk, she did not walk, she did not relate to people. And we put her on a horse, and she began to sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And it was at that moment that I said, I must start this program.
No matter what shenanigans they want to pull on the horse, Lori and Susie know how to step right in and stabilize their base so they're strengthening their core, and all the while the child has no idea that they're actually doing therapy.
So when you combine each of us over 30 years of experience as physical therapists with the environment of the farm, with the movement of the horse, the outcome supersedes anything that we could ever produce in a clinic.
Well stated. So in essence, we have three models. We have a therapeutic model, we have an educational model, and we have a recreational model. So what's really cool is our clients can start off in the therapeutic model and then they can transition to the other programs.
When I first started Special Strides, I was 2 years old. I have a physical disability, so Special Strides has helped me get stronger and have the strength to hold myself up and have better posture.
I started doing therapeutic riding to help me come out of my shell and build my confidence up. I was 9 years old. I counted down the days till I was 14 years old so I could volunteer here.
The parents that bring the clients and their children here every single week, they are just so thrilled to see their child or their grandchild or their brother or sister take part in something that hasn't set a boundary on what they can do.
To see these kids who were up against so much, had so many challenges, sort of be like these little superheroes on their horses, and to be able to facilitate that and witness that and, be a part of that, I have no words for what that means to me.
Financial assistance has always been a hallmark of what I've considered Special Strides' success.
They give so much, but they can't do it alone. This is an enormous undertaking, and they need everyone's help in the community to make sure that this organization is still here to service the local community.
I encourage every single person to support Special Strides and to make this a continued dream and reality.
And to make sure that for many, many years that Special Strides is here as a beacon for the community.
Welcome to Twilight on the Farm. That's right. Welcome to Twilight on the Farm, right here at Special Strides. We're so happy to have you with us. This has been an incredible labor of love to put this together. As you all know, we are all here together watching on our devices, our screens, our tablets, on our TVs, on your phone, however you're doing it. I really don't care. But that's where we are, and you know why we're doing it like that. We're in the middle of a COVID pandemic that has affected us all. And I understand that we can't be here together. We all understand. And when Lori and Susie were trying to come up with ideas, and they said, what are we going to do? How are we going to keep this thing going with this special night that we have going at Special Strides? So October 17th, we decided to do this virtually. We thought about doing it live in person, and as you know, this is just not going to happen right now. We usually have a big bonfire, and this barn is filled with 500 people, everybody excited to see everybody and all excited about what we do here at the farm. I've been so privileged to be a part of the farm, of Special Strides, of the galas for years, whether it be the music, the auctions, and all the love and all the special therapy that happens here. To be very honest with you, it's been my privilege for me, my family, and to be honest with you, just feeling good about doing something right here locally in our community for the children and the families that are affected and that get the help that they need. And to be very honest with you, this is Special Strides. This is all a work straight and direct from the heart. So thank you for being here tonight. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so we're here tonight. Why are we here? We're here to raise money. We're here to donate. We're here to be present in the moment. And it's not about getting a value for some silent auction item. It's about overbidding. It's about making sure you pay extra for that item that you want or you don't want or you think you want or you want to give out as a Christmas present or a Hanukkah present later on. It doesn't matter. We're going to be here. We're going to be bidding on those silent auction items. We're going to have our Fund a Child, which wait till you get to the Fund a Child. It's always a hit of the night. I understand last year was a tremendous success, one of our best years ever, and we're hoping to even do that again. So these are the things that are going on. These are the things that we're going to try to do for you all night tonight. We've got so much information. I'll be very honest with you. The virtual gala gives you an opportunity to hear what we do at the farm, okay? It gives you an opportunity to really see what Special Strides does. And I know that you all sort of know, or you're part of it. Everybody's sort of connected. But when you're here and you watch a film for a couple of minutes, it's very nice. And tonight is going to be full of information. So take the information, stay with us all night. We've got a lot of fun for you. We've got great stories and really inside and out. We've got the clients and we've got the people that work here. So make sure that you go right to the auction site and you donate and you do your bidding. So now, how do you do that? Let me tell you, this is what you're going to do. You're going to watch this next video because we really want to make sure you know how to donate. Donating is not easy. It's not easy for everybody. You don't necessarily know how to navigate. So we figured, why not make a film and show you how to do it? So here's how to donate for Special Strides.
Twilight on the farm. Here's a tutorial for how to make donations and bid. First, we're going to go over how to register as a bidder. From the home page, scroll down until you see the Register Now button. Then click Register Now. Fill out the form with all of your information. A password and credit card are required for quick, easy bidding. When the form is complete, click Submit. Then enter your password to log into the bidding page. Confirm that the name that comes up is you and hit Continue. Then you will be on our bidding page. Next, we're going to go over how to log into bidding from the home page. Scroll down on the home page until you see Welcome Login below. Then enter either your email address, phone number, or bidding number. When prompted, enter your password and click Next. Then confirm that the name that comes up is you. When you hit Continue, you'll be brought to our bidding page. Now that you're registered and logged in, here's how to make a Fund a Child donation. From the bidding page, find the Fund a Child box. Then click Donate. Choose a donation amount from the options provided or fill in a different amount. Click Yes to confirm your donation. You'll get a notice on the top of your screen that thanks you for donating. You can either check out by clicking Pay and confirming your payment information. Here, you can change your credit card. Once confirmed, click Submit to make your donation. If you want to make another donation, click the back button to go back to the bidding page. Here's how to view and bid our silent auction items. Once you're logged in, you'll be able to see all of our silent auction items. For more information or to make a bid on a basket, click Bid/Info. Click Details to view a description of the basket as well as the market value. If you wish to make the next highest bid or the starting bid, you can click Fast Bid. Or, if you would like to make a bid higher than the next increment, click Bid/Set Max and then choose the amount of your bid. When you click on your bid, click Yes to confirm. You'll see a green thumbs up that says winning on a basket that you currently have the highest bid for. But watch what happens when somebody outbids you. That changes to thumbs down and tells you that you're losing. You will also get a text message that tells you that you've been outbid with a link to bid again. If you really want that basket, bid again with the next highest increment or a higher increment. Bidding for all silent auction items will close at 10 p.m. on Saturday, October 17th. Make sure to get your highest bid in by the end of the night, and then check your email and text messages to see what you've won. For support with bidding and donations, please email nklein@specialstrides.com. Thank you for your support of Special Strides and helping us improve lives one stride at a time.
So now you know how to donate, okay? You know how to navigate your device, you know how to donate, you're starting to do it, you're bidding on auction prizes, you've got things going. I actually donated on a bunch of the prizes. I got my auction bid in. I hope I win a couple of things. Actually, to be honest with you, I hope you outbid me, and then I'll outbid you, and then you'll outbid me, and that's how it works. And when we raise all this money. So it's a great night, and we're going to raise a lot of money, as we always do. That's the key. We always raise this money. We always come away, and every year they say, oh my God, I can't believe what we did. I can't believe how wonderful it was. Well, it's going to be even better tonight. And you know why? Because we have such a love and such a spirit in the room. So here's what we're going to do tonight. I want to first introduce you to one of the founders of Special Strides. Please welcome my friend, and she's coming in right now. She is one of the therapists. She's an occupational therapist, and she'll tell you all about it. Lori Landy, thank you for coming on the bridge with me here. This is great. It's amazing. And the horses. I forgot to introduce the horses. I mean, Grace and Magic and Gypsy, they're back there. They're here live. And Lori, you got it. You made it happen. Tell us, how did you make this happen? What is it about this place that makes it so special?
Well, we are in the Twilight Zone.
A little bit.
Being on a farm is so magical in so many ways. It ignites your spirit. It ignites your sensations. It ignites your heart. And this is a truly magical place. I'm very lucky to have lived here for 32 years. And this morning when I was getting ready to be here, this affirmation card kind of showed up. It just was on my desk, and I just have to read it to everybody because it really speaks to what we're doing here tonight. And I do have to put my glasses on. It is safe to believe and watch the miracles unfold. I'm going to say it again because I love it. It is safe to believe and watch the miracles unfold. And when I say about miracles, the miracle of all of us, the miracle of the geniuses that are able to put this broadcast together, of all the genius minds, people are miracles. And the horses that God created to partner with, to help us with movement and awareness and learning about our body and reaching potential.
That's beautiful. That's the kind of thing that happens here at the farm. There is a magic. There is a warmth. There is a glow. There's something that takes over your body when you're here. So please, I know that many of you have been here. If you haven't been here, please make sure to come here to Congress Hill Farms at Special Strides right here and join us for other great moments. Now, we're here tonight to give the people more information than they probably have ever gotten before. And I bet for a lot of people, this may be their actual first virtual gala. So maybe you haven't done this before. So let me explain. I really want you to enjoy this, and you're going to. So if you haven't already done this, pour yourself a glass of wine. If you don't drink, glass of seltzer, water, whatever you need, it doesn't matter. But enjoy yourself, relax. I hope you're watching in a comfortable place. You're going to watch probably the most magnificent films that you've ever seen, okay?
We have an amazing filmmaker, Jenna Bush, and she has put together mini documentaries that you are going to love. And none of this would be possible tonight without our sponsors. We have amazing sponsors that have been with us for many years. And I just want to do a shout out to our platinum and diamond sponsors, UMH Properties, Monmouth Real Estate Investment Trust, and our honoree tonight, Ocean First Bank.
Amazing, amazing. I think I think we have also Center State Bank Center State Hospital is also part of our sponsorship tonight. And without these sponsors, to be honest with you, it would not be able to get us started. Okay, so we do have a certain sponsorship level that gets everybody started, but you have to take us home. Okay, so what is it that we do here? What is it that we do here? Therapy. Lori, you're the therapist. What is it that we do here? What is it? How do we make this happen?
You are going to now see the most amazing movie about therapy here on the farm. Enjoy.
At Special Strides, we provide physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy. We think of ourselves as a pediatric facility. However, our pediatric clients range in age from about 15 months to 75 years. Many of the conditions that are presented here at Special Strides are what we would consider lifelong conditions. Since those conditions span the lifespan, so does our therapy.
So what's something that's red?
Fire truck.
Awesome, that's one.
Therapy is about learning. It's about learning how to use your body in the best way possible. Stand tall. Oh, beautiful standing. And the horse helps by creating a strong foundation. Sit up tall and tell Johnny to go.
Go, Fuzzy Johnny.
I tell parents that when their child frequently is learning how to stand or learning how to walk, their legs are very unpredictable. That child's legs are wobbly or they don't hold them up in a supportive manner. But when they're astride the horse eliminates that conflict. Hands on your legs and we can sing. Hello to Johnny. Hello, hello. That horse helps to change the foundation. Then it frees the legs for movement, for things like walking and climbing and running. Our body's stable, so it frees our arms to do things like brushing our hair or brushing our teeth, dressing ourselves. And as a speech therapist, it allows the body to be stable so that our mouths can move in order to produce speech, and we can look around to gain more language.
Can I never add?
Magic word.
Three.
Sure.
I told him. Maybe I told him.
Maybe.
The horse is a very unique animal in that the way he walks mimics very much how a human walks, and therefore every stride that horse takes enables the individual who's sitting on top of the horse, it enables their nervous system to kind of borrow the horses for a moment and to create a more typical response. Sit very tall, like the tallest of them all. Sit very tall, very tall.
This is such a powerful mechanism for creating the foundation for change that our clients need. And I believe it's one reason that we're so effective working with very complex patients, that we make change after some of our clients have been years in more traditional therapy. If you put metronomes on a static surface, they won't ever coordinate. If you put them in a dynamic surface, they will synchronize themselves. And then if you take them off again and put them on a static surface. So where does most therapy happen? In a static environment. We can provide a very dynamic environment on the horse, and that's what helps to tip the scales towards organization and building this foundation that clients need for a more typical interaction with their environment and more functional activities.
Johnny! Hey, I'm over here!
So when you combine the environment of the farm with the movement of the horse, the outcome supersedes anything that we could ever produce in a clinic.
So as you can see, the therapy is the base of what we're doing here. We're really touching lives. We're really reaching out to people and we're changing lives. And we have so many examples of that coming up. We have people who have been working with clients as interns and then all the way through adults and working here on the farm. We have people who have been coming as clients since they were children, and then now as young adults, they're still here. This is the place. This is where this greatness happens. And the horses are the conduits. Somehow, the horses are the conduits to this special feeling. And as much as I don't know all the technical things that they do, I do have somebody who does. Susie Rare. Susie, won't you join us? Susie's the executive director here at Special Strides, and she takes a very special passion to this place every day when she comes here, and together with Lori, they do such amazing work, and our next piece that's coming up is very special to you.
That is an understatement. I knew from the moment that I met this family and their son Trent that it was just a connection beyond words. Maybe it had to do with the fact that his birthday is one day apart from mine. Who knows?
I like
but
that.
Either way, Trent is an amazing, amazing little boy who has amazing family support, and I have learned more from them than I'm sure I could ever teach anybody else. And he has made such wonderful progress, and this is his place. This is his special place.
How old is Trent?
Trent will be 6.
6 years
in a
old.
month.
How long has he been riding here?
Trent has been at Special Strides since he was 15 months old, so
wow.
4.5 years or thereabouts. And
what was it for Trent's parents that just said, wow, I've got to keep this this has got to be my place?
I think that as you said, I can be wildly passionate, or the teacher in me always is there. My therapy students were evaluating Trent, and afterwards I just looked at him and I said, oh my gosh, guys, you've missed such a big part. And his posture and everything was so there, and his mom looked at me and said, oh my gosh, you recognized the part that has been bothering me and concerning me for so long. So it was like we made that immediate connection of trust, and she knew that he was in the right hands.
Now we want you guys to meet Trent. So Trent, this one's for you.
Hi, I'm Trevor, Trent's dad.
I'm Kimberly Powers, Trent's mom.
I'm Trent, the kid.
The kid.
Yeah, your kid.
So Trent has been going to Special Strides since he was 17 months old. And he's been riding essentially the same horse, Johnny, since then. So he's literally grown up on Johnny. So Trent has Duchenne muscular dystrophy, which is progressive muscle wasting disease. Typically, the timeline for this is by the age of 12. They are usually in a wheelchair, and the life expectancy is mid to late 20s. At this point in time, as a 5-year-old, Trent has some gross motor weakness. He struggles with things like going up and down the stairs, walking long distances, running, lifting things that, kids his age can normally lift, jumping. All of those things can present a problem for him. He is doing very well, but I think he is doing well because we have had a diagnosis for so long, and we've been able to intervene and go to therapies like Special Strides. The Special Strides is so much more than just therapy. I always say that it's a place. It's a magical place. So Special Strides gives him the therapy, but it also gives him a place where he is accepted and he thrives. I mean, Trent walks around the farm like he owns it.
There's horses. You ride on them. I know, you do. You said that. Yeah. I ride and I lead him, and I think I brush him sometimes.
You do?
Uh-huh.
So when you have a child who has physical limitations, having a place like Special Strides where he can get on the horse and he knows no difference. Like it doesn't matter how fast or how slow he is or how high he can jump. He's on the horse and the horse is able to be his legs, and I think he feels that power and that and he feels like he's being uplifted. But as a parent, where he doesn't really know any different, I feel like the horse gives him wings.
One of the greatest things about Special Strides in our multiple years there is they go above and beyond in everything they do. We'll leave a session with a question and they have done hours of research, and the next time we can talk about that specific item.
We work very closely with Susie. She attended a conference, and while she was at the conference out of state, she realized that one of the therapists that was presenting was one of the therapists that work in a clinic that we travel out of state to attend. Susie not only, made sure she took very detailed notes during the session, but she found the therapist after and asked her if she could go out to lunch with her and meet with her one-to-one to pick her brain about Trent. So you're not gonna find that anywhere. I just feel like we're so lucky. Trent is, because of his diagnosis, he is immunocompromised, and he has been on heavy immunosuppressants throughout this whole time period of COVID. So that being said, we've been very isolated, and we still aren't even allowing family in our home. The farm has been the one thing in recent weeks that we finally allowed Trent to do.
Just knowing that we have people who care as much about Trent as we do on our side is just another added bonus with Special Strides.
They are our family, and they would do anything, and they would take time out of their day, time out of their trips to just make sure that if there's something that they can do to help him, they're going to do it. Everyone who is attending Special Strides has their own unique circumstances. Each family is getting something different, but we're all walking away with that sense of hope.
I mean, we've already started touching your heart. If that didn't start, we've got a lot more coming, so we'll find out. Thank you, Trent. Thank you for being part of our Special Strides family. And as we said before, we've got so many great auction items. We want to make sure you're still going to the auction items and bidding. While I was watching Trent's movie, I was on my phone. Actually, I was bidding on some of the items. I just keep bidding. I don't even know what I bid on sometimes. I just keep bidding. But the idea is to raise money, and of course our sponsors, we had gold and we had platinum and we have diamond sponsors. And now I want to make sure that you're familiar with our gold sponsors. We have some gold sponsors for you. And these sponsors are very important to our broadcast, and they're very important to the dollars raised. And to be honest with you, it takes something that's a very small, local community thing, and it turns it into something much, much bigger. So we have our Everest Realty Group. We actually have Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins of Monroe and Spotswood, New Jersey. IMS Logistics Management Solutions, GB. We'd love to have them. They've been with us for a long time. And Allison and David Nagelberg. These are our gold sponsors. And our gold sponsors, to be honest with you, these are the people that we can't do without. These are the people that love us. These are the people that continually support us year after year. So thank you so much. Now we have some silver sponsors. We have Jiffy Lube. We have the Stegmeyer family. This is why we have been so connected in the community, because having these people share with us every year and be a part of our family here at Special Strides, this makes it so possible. So thank you so much for being with us. I can't thank you enough. Now, we have honorees. Now, part of this is to honor somebody, and every year we get to honor somebody. And before I even let you know about our honoree, I want to bring Lori back, and I want to bring her back onto our bridge here, which is acting as our stage. By the way, I've had the horses walking up and I've seen the horses walking up and down on the bridge, which is incredible. And later on, we have Derby at Dusk. You have to see Derby at Dusk. That may be the best thing we do. And the horses are going around and they're going over the bridge, so it'll be a lot of fun. But Lori, let's go back to our honoree. We have an honoree tonight from our most important sponsor. And why don't you just tell us a little bit about Chris?
Our honoree tonight is Ocean First Bank, and also the foundation, Ocean First Foundation. They are a pillar in our community and New Jersey at large. They have funded several grants for us over the years. And recently, my dream that started 22 years ago, which started with therapy, and then you're going to learn about other programs at Special Strides, but now I have a new dream. And the dream is that the little boys and girls that came here when they were 2 and now are 22 or 24 or 25, they want to still be here. They have a purpose here. They want a job here. They want to feel a sense of accomplishment. So we started our pre-vocational program with a seed grant from Ocean First Bank, and I am so grateful for this. And our interview tonight that Larry so eloquently did is with Chris Marr. Chris Marr is the president of the bank, and we are very lucky that he was available to be part of this wonderful...
Personally. He came on personally. I love that.
And some of you might know him in the business world because he is quite a spokesperson, and he is on Bloomberg a lot, and he's often on many boards to discuss his views of the world from a financial point of view.
And of course, he got to be interviewed by Larry Gold, so just letting you know. So let's take you to Chris Marr and my interview with him and show how much he cares for this special place, Special Strides.
We are proud to have Christopher Marr with us here today. He is our honoree tonight. He is the president and CEO of Ocean First Bank. He has been such a tremendous supporter of Special Strides, and I want to thank him for being with us here and taking a few minutes with us.
Well, it's great to be here today, and Special Strides does such important work. Anything we can do to help, I'm happy to dedicate a little time to do it.
I do appreciate that. What is your connection to Special Strides?
Well, I guess I originally met Lori through, it was probably a combination of the bank and her work at Special Strides. And, I have my own daughters involved in some equestrian activities, so naturally I became interested. And we've had some experience through the bank's foundation in supporting programs that have an animal therapy aspect to them. So, very similar to what would go on at Special Strides. And we've done that in a bunch of different areas. We've done that in some of the medical programs, the carrier clinic, for example, but also a lot of school programs that have, in some cases they may have, dogs involved with education programs and things like that. And there's something special that comes together when you bring, we create the right environment between people and animals.
That's a very noble. I like that. I like that mission. That's terrific. So Ocean First has had a history with nonprofits, and you're, of course, as the president, you are putting forth that effort again with nonprofits, not only Special Strides, I'm sure you're involved with others as well.
Yeah, one of the unique things about Ocean First is when we decided to go public in 1996, we made an important decision to dedicate a portion of the bank to our own community. And we did that. We contributed about 10% of the bank. It was about $13 million worth of the bank's stock at the time. We were the first bank in the United States to create a charitable foundation as part of our IPO. And over the years, it's done well for us and done well for the community. The Ocean First Foundation has now made over $41 million worth of grants in our communities since our founding in 1996.
And we are very thankful to you. Tell us a little bit about getting involved with our pre-vocational and vocational program for individuals with special needs at Special Strides. Ocean First seems to really be involved in that.
Well, there are a couple things that are very important to us. And I think as an underpinning, if a community isn't strong, then a business like ours, a bank that operates in that community, can't be strong either. And, bringing the community along requires we bring along every segment of that community. So, in some cases, those may be people that are on a vocational path that have an opportunity to participate in the workforce in a certain way. And look, that could be, college may be your path. College may not be your path. And we try and be really thoughtful about that. So we've, supported programs like the local universities, Brookdale, Monmouth, Georgian Court, Ocean County College. But we also support vocational programs, and we support folks in situations, and we're just talking about it, the mental health aspect of things, where I think the unique program that Special Strides has put together, takes those inherent attributes that you find in an animal like a horse, where there's this emotional connection, and they're incredibly sensitive to feedback that they receive from people, and uses that in a wide variety of ways to make connections and bring people along. And I think it's just a very unique and valuable program to reach a few targeted segments of our community that aren't otherwise well supported.
We have a young man who is our first to start our pre-vocational program, Nico, and his family. And if it's okay with you, we'd like to bring them into this interview, and so they can present you with a painting of a horse, and they'd like to thank you for your efforts.
That'd be wonderful. Terrific.
Hi guys, how are you?
Great, thank you. How are you?
We're great. I'd like to bring you in. Say hi, Nico. That's perfect.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you virtually. I wish we could be together in person.
Thank you. One day. Chris, first, it's Anne-Marie, Nico, Yurko Shakaranik, pleased to meet you. We'd like to say on behalf of our family and future clients of Special Strides, we'd like to thank Ocean First for the seed money for the vocational program. Really appreciate it. This gives our son, Nico, and all others the opportunity to feel productive and a sense of accomplishment. Really thank you. Thank you so very much. And with that, we'd like to present you with a painting and a token of our appreciation, a painting of a horse here, and the words within the horse describe Ocean First. Hopefully you can see that.
I can see it.
We will get this to you. I'm sure it'll get there as soon as possible. But thank you very much. We appreciate everything you're doing.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. We will hang that proudly. And I always like to say that, it's part of my job, and maybe the best part of my job is to be involved in things like this, but I'm really going to accept that on behalf of all the employees at Ocean First and our shareholders and our board and the folks that really come together. And I'm fortunate to serve as a spokesperson, but we have thousands of people behind me that are really making a difference, and I'll accept it on their behalf, and we'll find a proud place to put it in our offices. Thank you.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Nico. Thank you, everyone. That's beautiful. It's incredible to have Ocean First as such a leader in the community towards these nonprofit organizations such as Special Strides, and to have you as president leading the charge. So thank you so much for spending the time with us today. We know you have a busy schedule, as we discussed, but it is apparent that you are doing this one from the heart. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you. Great to spend time with you, and all the best.
Thank you very much.
And that's an honoree for you. That's somebody who comes in. Ocean First has had a history of being part of local community charities and special organizations, and they look to give to people like us. So thank you so much. Ocean First, thank you so much for being a part of Special Strides. Okay, so I promised you a great evening. I promised you an evening where you can have fun and enjoy yourself. And I was talking with Lori and Susie, and we were showing them some entertainment pieces. And a friend of mine out in Vegas, he had about 20 musicians from around the country, and they got together and they made this video, their own version of a song called Ooh Child. You'll remember it when you hear it. And I got to be honest with you, when I heard it, I was like, this is a special song and a special arrangement with all these great musicians from all over the country. So I said, hey, Ooh Child, that may work specifically for Special Strides. So like I said, this song spoke to me, and I wanted to make sure I brought it to you tonight. So this is one of our first entertainment pieces tonight. Now remember, tonight is a special night. Right here is where I want you to text to donate. There's a banner going right underneath my screen. And right here, we have all the winners. The first 30 people, I believe, that signed up to pre-register, these people will be scrolling tonight. They're your winners. Thank you so much. Here's Ooh Child.
Child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
Someday, yeah, we put it together and we'll get it all done. Someday, when your head is much lighter. Walk in the rays of a beautiful sun. Someday when the world is much brighter.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Yeah. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
Of a beautiful sun. Someday when the world is much get it all done. Someday your head is much lighter. Someday walking the rays of a beautiful sun. Someday the world is much brighter.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier.
Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
Child, things are gonna get easier.
Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Right now. Right now. Ooh, baby. Right, hold on. You just wait and see how things are gonna be. You just wait and see how things are gonna be. You just wait and see how things are gonna be. You just wait and see how things are gonna be. Gonna be so much lighter. It's good. It's good. Right
Amazing, amazing. I hope you enjoyed that as much as Lori and Susie and everybody here at Special Strides loved it and wanted me to make sure I brought it to you. I want to give a special thank you to Michael Fand out in Vegas and my friend Michael Geegan right here in Red Bank. Peter and Michael, they put that together. They got all the musicians. Lisa Ramey's on that. She was on The Voice. We've got some great people on that from around the world, actually, that participated in that great version of that song. Okay, so We're in a horse farm. We got Special Strides. It's time to bring in Gracie, one of my favorites. Gracie, won't you please join us? Come on, Gracie. Now, Gracie, you might have saw some of our promo videos. Gracie has got a mind of her own. She does her own thing. She's pretty strong. She looks great. We're with Jane. Now, Jane, you're in charge of equine. Say it for me again. Equine facilitated learning. So it's equine facilitated learning. And that's different from other therapies?
Absolutely. It's an education and horsemanship program, all performed from the ground. Everybody learns all about horses, how to lead them, how to talk to them, how to care for them. It brings out special qualities of self-esteem and confidence. If you can ask this little girl to do anything you want and she obeys.
What could she do?
She could do everything. She can allay anxiety.
Right.
She can tell you that you're coming across as very calm or not so calm.
She's so pretty.
She's beautiful, isn't she?
She's so pretty.
She used to be as anxious as everybody else around here.
Wow.
But she's really come a long ways. She loves working with the kids.
I love Gracie. Gracie was in our one of our promo videos, and we absolutely adored her, and the videos got great response. Once again, our amazing filmmaker, Jenna Bush, put some of those things together, and Gracie's been the star of some of those. So if you'd like to learn a little bit more about what we call EFL, watch this.
There they are. Equine facilitated learning is a learning program where the horse helps us to transmit educational and informational ideas with our client. It's all about horsemanship, but everything except for being on top of a horse. Would you like to work with Dreamer or Gypsy? It's going to be a ground session. Dreamer?
Yeah.
Perfect. Me too. So it's grooming and tacking, leading, learning how to train a horse. Okay, you're going to set your tools out? That's the curry comb. What do we use it for?
We use it to bring up all the dirt.
Get all that awful dirt off of her. It's excellent for the development of confidence. After all, my clients are working with a 1,000-pound animal, and they have to learn how to ask it to do things with just their voice sometimes. Bring your energy up and say, trot. Good girl. Adrian's session today was very interesting. It's an area of horsemanship we call round penning, where we're asking the horse to listen to us and do as we either move physically or present our body physically to ask the horse to move in a certain direction. And you can use this hand to point where you want to go. Adrian's just learning how does body language affect people around her or animate objects around her. Whoop, whoop, whoop. She said, ouch, I tripped.
Easy. Okay.
We know there was a very big connection made because at one point when the horse was running and tripped and irritated an old injury, the horse immediately came up. She looked for help and she came right to Adrian. She felt so comfortable coming to Adrian. So there was a bond that was immediately made. It's okay, girl. You did so good. You did so good. The horses really never let us down. They're always there and able to reflect very honestly the person that's working with them. I have a lot of clients now that are very anxious because of COVID. Working with the horse will allow us to reduce that anxiety in some part because it gives them some control over what's going on in their environment. If a person is anxious, I might select a horse that's very calm and relaxing. Maybe sometimes with anxiety, I want to have a horse that's a little bit anxious. And then my client can look at the horse and say, oh, that's what anxiety looks like. So then we can work on how can I present myself so so that I'm not making my horse anxious. We have parents that come to us who are anxious because of COVID. So we've done some equine facilitated learning sessions where the parents or the families are working together to be able to communicate to the horse and among themselves to reach a final goal. Kiara, can you hold this so Anthony can pull it out? One of the other things that people don't think of too much when we're working with horses is they're 1,000-pound animals. A horse's heart rate is about 1/3 of what ours is. So for something like anxiety, if I just stand close to the horse itself, the mass of the horse, is going to lower our heart rate. I'm sure they work with us in ways that we're really not aware of yet, but we're still discovering. This is why I get up every single day.
Larry is showing us adaptive riding this evening.
Yes, that's right. We're about ready for adaptive riding, so I don't need the mic. I can do this. I am your first Jewish cowboy from Brooklyn, New York, and I've got on Gracie to show you a little bit adaptive riding. Actually, I don't know anything about adaptive riding, but I'm lucky that I have some great people here. Jane is going to show you about adaptive riding.
So adaptive riding involves an instructor who is specially trained to work with people and how they learn in teaching riding skills. And our instructors here have a tremendous amount of experience and are very creative in making sure they know exactly how to connect with the rider. And look, we're so successful, right?
We've connected. Gypsy and I have connected. I'm ready for my first race. I don't know about you, but Gypsy is strong. She is I get the feeling like I understand. We're like connecting. We really are.
Yes, connection is a big part of adaptive riding. You have to be able to connect with the horse in order to ask the horse to perform the skills of horsemanship.
Well, I don't know how much I'm going to be asking Gypsy to perform right now, but yee-haw! I'm ready. All right, this Brooklyn cowboy is about ready to show you about adaptive riding.
Adaptive riding is when a specially trained riding instructor adapts their teaching methodologies to meet the very specific needs of their rider.
Gently pull your right rein.
That rider might have differences in their learning styles, in their communication styles, their motor abilities.
And relax, relax, relax. How do you feel?
Good.
Yeah?
The instructor adapts their teaching, and they might also adapt the equipment, adapt the environment, adapt their own speech patterns, their own interactions.
So now let's ask her to walk on. So
Walk
remember,
on.
It's quiet hands. The legs ask her to go. If you feel comfortable, you're going to do some independent riding today.
And when I do this, I shouldn't feel scared or anything?
It's okay if you do feel scared, but I think you're gonna be braver than you think, okay?
Okay.
There are a lot of secondary benefits, which are improving an individual's balance, changing an individual's ability to follow directions, or improving an individual's confidence.
Look at you. See, now did you control her or did she
Yes,
control you?
I controlled her.
Yes, you did.
Or enhancing an individual's communication, because they have to learn how to communicate very specifically with their instructor.
Okay, so now we're gonna walk right over those poles. Look to them and eyes are forward. Keep your balance, keep your balance.
Recently, one of the riders was talking about how she has a volunteer job right now filling patient packets at one of the hospitals. You know, all of that process that she learned while grooming and tacking the horse, and one thing leads to the next, to the next, to the next in that process, really helped her to gain those skills that she needs to now do something really productive and really fulfilling.
I feel relaxed when I'm on the horse. I have fun and I enjoy it. And when I feel done, I feel like I accomplished.
How'd I do?
Amazing.
How'd I do? Come on.
I think you have to come here and take lessons.
I have a future. I have a future.
You're a natural.
I'm about as tall as the jockeys. So that's going to work. Okay, so that part's good. Adaptive riding, I got that. Check that off. I've mastered that. Next. But actually, to be honest with you, what I'm really here to talk about right now is the silent auction items. You were saying, you were describing some of the items that we have, some of the items on the silent auction, on the online that we have. What are some of the best pieces? What
Some
are
of the hot pieces,
Yeah.
I guess, because people are spending a lot of time at home, is the wine cooler. I know that was a really hot item.
I bid
and
on
there
that.
is this Special Strides, like Afghan blanket. See, with all the vintage shirts back there.
Okay, great.
That
Great, I
is,
love
I
that.
think, going for like 200. I haven't looked at the auction,
That's
but
fantastic.
that was extremely hot.
Tell me about that, the artist's painting, the painting that you brought in.
So we have a
earlier?
lot of paintings on the silent auction, but we have a local artist, and she painted this beautiful landscape of
The American
Freehold.
Hotel,
Yeah,
right?
it's right behind you. Do you see it?
Oh.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Absolutely. It's in the corner there. It's right over here. So you want me to get it? I'll get it. I'll get it. I'll get it.
Also, there's the Vermont houses on the auction, and whatever you win, at 10 o'clock tonight, it's going to close, and you could come to the farm tomorrow and join me for a cup of coffee. I'll give you a tour. I'll show you our baby goats. I'll show you our horses. I'll give you a donut, and you'll get a prize.
I love it.
And I think they must be looking at the bottom of the screen, because there are scrolling names on the bottom of the screen of the first 100 people that, not 100 people won, 30 people
30
won
people, and
a
it's
really
on the
cool
top
prize.
of the screen.
It's on the top. Oh,
It's on the
I'm
top
sorry.
of the screen.
I have
It's all
not
right.
seen the screen. Oh,
So this is this painting of the basically a scene in Freehold, which I thought was really nice. And if you're, you grew up, you're born and raised right here, this is great for you. So we're doing really great stuff. We've got some great items. You've been very creative.
Can I show you one other art piece?
Yeah,
Can you
sure.
Hold this for a second.
This is so scripted. We're really working this out. It's absolutely scripted out. I didn't know Lori was just going to run off and get another piece, but look at this.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it together.
So this was painted right here in this barn. Victor, who you're going to meet on a later video, oh, I don't have my microphone. They might not hear me. You're going to hold it for me?
Yeah.
Okay. This was painted with a horse's tail, and beautiful paint by Victor. And this is a Manet, or a Renoir. Ha ha ha. Anyway, this is a keepsake.
Well, thank you so much again. So I promised you great entertainment. We saw our first music video. I thought that was great. There is a local, let's just call him a character. This guy is really funny. I happen to know of him, and he became very famous locally, and I think he's going to be really big. He's going to start playing clubs as soon as clubs ever start coming back. But his name is Jake Dillon, and I got to tell you, he nailed this character.
Hi, Cheryl. Cheryl, you know how a couple months ago I was telling you about that gala, whatever? Well, yeah, the gala for Twilight on the farm with Special Straw. Yeah, I used to take Kayla and Julia there, whatever, they could ride the horse. It's so nice. Yeah, it's in Monroe. Yeah, it's so nice. So anyways, so yeah, I'm on their site right now for the auction because I'm at the gala, and go figures, I'm looking, and Lisa's also online. She's at the gala. So I'm trying to bid a little higher than her. If you maybe help me figure out stuff that she's probably going to buy, her better, whatever, and then maybe I'll buy it first and bid a little high, whatever. But really, this isn't about Misha. This is about the kids. It's such a sweet cause. Do you know what they're about? That's so sweet. So they let kids with special needs ride horses. It really helps with developmental stages of it. It's such a cute cause. So anyway, so that's why I'm helping out with the Twilight on the farm. I'm at the auction. So I'm going to read you what I'm reading here on the website. If do you have a minute or three? Yeah, actually, if you want to make an account and log on, just register your card, whatever. Okay, so hold on. So I'm on the bidding site. First off, you can bid for Fund a Child donation, which looks awesome. It's you're really helping out a specific child, get to ride with the horse, whatever. Then they got a stop. Oh, wow. It's actually interesting. I ran into Lisa at Starbucks the other day, and I was making small talk, whatever. So I know that she likes Starbucks. Okay, so it's $45. You know what? I'm gonna charge it on my husband's credit card. Yeah, screw it. Yeah, I'm just gonna put on whatever. I'll put on 55 because you don't know when Lisa, she'll do the bare minimum, so 45. I'm gonna put on 55. I'm doing it. Sold to me. So I also see this glowfish aquarium. Okay, I don't have a fish, but I'll just make Julia buy one. I just has this feeling that Lisa's kids that they have a fish. So I want to get it before she does, whatever. Now, mind you, I'm buying all this stuff before Lisa, but it's all for a good cause. So it's like getting stuff before Lisa, but for a good cause, to help out with special strides, to help the kids ride horses. It's so adorable. But mostly, oh my God, Cheryl, here for $40, you can buy a spring cleaning basket. I wonder if I could put my husband in it, whatever. It's not even spring yet, but I would put my husband in that, you know. Oh, and there's a picnic basket. That's cute. Got a lot of cute baskets here. I'm surprised Lisa's a basket case. I'm surprised she's not on it, whatever. I'm just being on it. Okay, I know what Lisa's gonna get before me, and they haven't bid it yet. It's a margarita madness. Okay, it's $25. I'm putting it. Hold on, all right, I'm getting the margarita madness. Okay, first bid $30. Lisa's probably gonna want that. Whatever. Okay. Fast bid. I'm doing it before Lisa. You're about to place a bid? Absolutely. All right, I did it. Sorry, Lisa. You registered, Trevor? Okay, good, Trevor. So stay on this website for Twilight on the Farm and we'll bid together, and then hopefully we could just bid the entire thing. But remember, it's for a good cause. Yeah, Special Strides is the best. All right, I'll talk to you later, Trevor. I'll see you on the Zoom.
Once again, thank you, Jake, for being such a great asset to an incredible show tonight. This has been amazing. The entertainment's been great. But once again, let me remind you that our sponsors are vital. They've done so much for us. And I want to thank our brand sponsors at Regal Home. I want to thank CG and, of course, Pavese McCormick Agency. Thank you so much, guys. You've made it so wonderful for us to be able to put on such a great virtual gala tonight. I want to make sure that we have some of our copper sponsors at Rick's Saddle Shop, where I got my latest cowboy hat, Tuska Associates, First Commerce Bank, and of course all of our sponsors at Wilkin Gut Implant and T. Regan. And thank you so much, everybody, for being a part of it. First Commerce Bank and Frank Eichler, thank you so much. I'll get to some more sponsors later in the show. I'm just trying to put together all the sponsors and make sure that they all get recognized for all their hard work and everything that they've done for us. So thank you so much, guys. Here we are. Okay, so you're donating, you're hitting the button. We've got an incredible Fund a Child come on. I don't know what you're doing tonight. That's more important than what we have coming up. Fund a Child is our stellar event of the evening. That's where I really want you to pay attention. Stay with us. We've got some great information for you. We got a couple of great stories, but let's go back to why we're here. Why are we here in the barn? Why am I here with the horses in the barn? That's the question. The question is because of what's going on in the world right now. You can't run and you can't hide. This is affecting everybody. And we do know that some people are affected financially, and we know that some people do not have the wherewithal, the resources to give what maybe they gave last year. And some people are doing okay, and they feel like they need to help and help the people that need some extra help during COVID. So a lot of the money that's being donated to other charities and causes, obviously the popular causes that are out there, they may get the lion's share. That's why we're here tonight, to make sure that you're on our plan. You're taking care of the people that you've always taken care of. All we ask is that if you can, you give what you gave last year. That's the most important. So we'll get to Fund a Child in a minute, but let's talk about the COVID, and let's talk about what's going on in the world, and how did Special Strides, how did they work within the how did they work within the COVID response? So Susie, come on back in, because Susie has been very, very sensitive to the COVID response here at Special Strides, and she put it together for us. So if you don't mind, thank you so much.
So the COVID response plan was a very interesting plan, and it was a time, though, really for growth. As crazy as that sounds, it was really a time to reflect on the way that we do things, and a time to reflect on what our therapy services and recreational programming meant to the community. And it was very evident that our families trusted us to do the right thing, and that our families couldn't wait for us to get back. But the key really was communication, communication, communication. Just like tonight's message is donation, donation, donation. For COVID, it takes a community to make sure that everybody is protecting each other. So it all starts with hand washing and mask wearing, and that's where we are today and why we're here tonight. So thank you guys, and let's find out more about it on video.
During COVID, we've had to take some very specific precautions. We had to create a COVID response plan. Families come about 5 minutes ahead of time. They remain in their cars. The staff come out to the car. They take the parent's temperature and they take the client's temperature. They ask very specific questions.
In the last 24 hours, have you had any symptoms like nausea, dizziness, upset stomach, blurred vision, headache, fever, or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
You've not been exposed to anybody with COVID currently. Nobody in your home is tested positive.
No.
Everybody gets out of the car, masks intact. They have their own helmets. Because we needed everybody to have their own helmets, we created a helmet fund, which has enabled our clients who could not afford the helmet to be able to come and receive their therapy.
You can just set your helmet in the chair, go ahead and wash.
We wash going in and we wash coming out. All of our equipment is cleaned and disinfected between every session and is kept in marked areas. We still have some of our most severely impaired, involved individuals are not yet ready to come on board.
And where do we see stars?
And we see stars in the sky.
Good. When do we see stars?
We see stars at night.
Good boy. You got it.
Throughout the whole time, we were able to receive therapy via Zoom. The fact that Lori and Susie were able to deliver such effective therapy during such a hard time has been a saving grace for our family. They have been so creative at coming up with ways that we can incorporate things that he has done on the horse in our homes.
Okay, now reach way up high with your left hand and get a purple. Oh, thanks. COVID has been a challenge in many, many, many ways. But one of the big ones is financially. We don't have really any volunteers coming on site. Using staff, we've had to create multiple cleaning procedures, and we've had to change how we schedule. So we're operating at about 40% capacity. 40% of our population is trying to pay for our full staffing. Our horses need the barn manager to take care of them. Our programming needs a director. Our fundraising needs a director. We have individuals that continue to need our financial assistance because their families perhaps have been hit by COVID. Some of our other families who were on financial assistance have come to us that they need more financial assistance. We have all of these set fixed costs that now we're trying to take care of with a much smaller patient population. The real interesting thing to me is that many of our parents, Special Strides was the first place they came back to because they really trusted us and trusted our processes and knew that we were going to keep their child safe.
Hi, I hope you're enjoying our gala tonight from this barn, but the next video is unbelievable. It is Michael's story. This is one of the most inspirational videos that we have ever made at Special Strides. And I want you to think when you watch this video about your path and your journey and the paths that we take in our lives and which way we go and how it changes our lives. So please enjoy this amazing video.
My name is Michelle Barker. I am Michael's mom.
And hi, I'm John Barker. I'm Michael's dad. And this is...
Michael.
Michael. I've been coming to Special Stride.
For how long? For
9 years.
Yeah. Michael's missing a little part of his brain that affects his balance, his ability to control emotions sometimes. He's also visually impaired. He has fine motor issues, gross motor issues. Because of that, everyday things that we all take for granted are a lot more difficult for him. You need core strength to be able to pull your socks on, to be able to hold a pen or sit for a while in a Zoom class like he has to, or in school. Like, all of that takes core strength. And what Special Strides and horse riding gives him is that core strength. Do you like Special Strides, Michael?
Yes.
Who's your favorite horse?
Templeton.
Templeton? Is Templeton your favorite?
Yeah.
It is a very emotional journey. The journey that you take with any child, right? But with a child with special needs, it's very emotional on a different level. And, you know, when we started at Special Strides, we immediately, like within weeks, had incredible things happen in Michael's life, where he went from a child who we were told at the time, it was, you know, he was 2.5, he was going to be going into preschool, the preschool program. We were told we needed to apply for a bus with a wheelchair access because it was time for us to realize that this was the path that we were starting on. And then we went to Special Strides, and that changed. So Michael's path changed. And part of the emotional aspect of it is, imagine if we didn't have that opportunity. Imagine if Michael didn't have that opportunity to go to Special Strides at that time. He might have been going to school in a wheelchair at that time, 6 months later. He wasn't. I have a little video of him walking in, pulling his little bag behind him. It's the cutest thing in the world.
Where you going, Mike? Are you going to school?
But he had the opportunity to go to Special Strides. His path changed to one that was so much better. Like, the positive impact is immeasurable. You cannot imagine the difference that Special Strides has made to Michael's life.
Just let go. There he goes! Here comes Mike.
But it's not just the horses. It's the people who are working there. We go to so many doctors, therapists, neurologists, like so many who are good at their jobs. And, you know, but the level of dedication
and passion
that these people have, Laurie, Susie, the walkers, I have never experienced anything like it. I remember one time, and we're going back years and years, Michael was on the horse, and when he was getting off the horse, I said to Susie, you know, his legs are really tight, I don't know what to do. And Susie said, come on, we'll go into the back room and we'll put kinesio tape. Michael was really little at the time and could barely walk. Michael's kind of going around, and she's like, yeah, I'm not sure. And she calls Laurie in. So Susie and Laurie are both on the ground. Now, my 45 minutes is up a long time ago. So the two of them are on the ground. Laurie's phone keeps buzzing. So she puts it away, and then half an hour later, they've taken off the kinesio tape. They're putting it back on a different way. Oh, I like this, but I think you should change this. You know, they're working really hard. And Laurie's phone buzzes again. She puts it back down again. Oh, for crying out loud. So this goes on, right? We must have been in that room a good 2 hours. It's pitch black outside. It was like after 6 o'clock. And Laurie picks up her phone. She says, okay, I'll be there in a minute. She hangs up and she says, it's my birthday dinner. I have to go. The entire time she's on the floor, they're waiting for her. But getting it right for Michael was more important for her. I can't. The people who work there are incredible. They're just angels.
They are.
And without all of that, who knows where Michael would be today. Like, the difficulties that he has today, he really has, but he has progressed so much. And so much of that progression is from the miracles that happen at Special Strides.
Thank you, Michael. That was an incredible video. Laurie was right. It touched me right here, and I'm sure it touched you. And that's exactly why we had Jenna create these beautiful videos, and that one, I'm sure, stole your heart, which is the inspiration for our next segment. And I'm going to get a little excited here because this is how we do it. This is how we fund our program. This is how we fund Special Strides. This is the major donation part of the evening, and this is why we're here. I can't tell you how many times Laurie and Susie and everybody here were telling me this is the part where we have to do the special fundraising. Now, I'll be honest with you, I've actually been the live auctioneer on some of the years that I've been able to be here live and do it myself, and I did what I thought was a pretty good job. But last year, from what I understand, was a record year. Out of the question, they went to over $100,000 in this segment. So I know we are not requiring us to go over that, but we are trying for that, okay? So that's the idea. Now, what we're trying to do there is trying to make sure you understand how to do this. You're going to scroll on your live auction to the top, the first one on the left, click on Fund a Child, okay? So you don't have to do anything else but fund a child. Now, we're going to have a couple of different segments here, and as it works, usually we're here live, and I'm saying, oh, put your bid up for, it's like a paddle raise. You put your paddle up, and who wants this money? Who wants that much money? And who wants to put up that much money? Listen, you have a number in your head. We're trying to get you to the higher number, okay? I know that there are people out there that already know they're going right to the top. They're going to give at the top. They're going to give at the next level. They're going to give all the way down. They're going to give a couple of times. I don't care if you do it every time. I don't care if you do it twice in the same category. The bottom line is, you're looking at me right now. This is important. Alex, let's get a little close here. Let's just make sure you understand. You either are a person that gives or you're a person that watches other people give. Tonight we're going to find out who you are. This is when we need you. This is not a regular year. This is a special year. This is 2020, and to be very honest with you, everybody knows what kind of year this is. So what I want you to do is I want you to watch this next video, and I want you to get right there, and I want you to watch the video, and I want you to get motivated, inspired. I want you to discuss it amongst yourselves. And when we come back, we're going to come back with some extraordinary people, and we're going to tell their story as we ask you to fund a child, okay? So stay with me, and I want to ask you one question. Why do you give?
I support Special Strides because it is the most magical place helping every child to reach his or her potential.
I give to Special Strides because they give back to all the kids and allow them to lead a better life as well as their families.
We give to Special Strides because we believe in their mission to help those with special needs.
And because we know how much the farm means to all the families.
We give to Special Strides every year.
Because it's a beautiful thing to see someone's world get bigger and watch them do things they never thought possible.
I give to Special Strides because I grew up my whole life being on the farm and getting to see how happy and how much improvement all the people have had through Special Strides. And I want to keep seeing that, and I want to help in any way I can to enable people to be on the horse, improve, and have a great time.
Hi, and we're back. We're back. And now I asked you that question, why do you give? Now you know. You either are a person that gives or you're not. Or maybe you give a little. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm here with Adrian. Hi. Adrian. And who do we have here, Adrian?
We have Gypsy.
Gypsy's back. I love Gypsy. Did I tell you I filmed a video with Gypsy?
Yeah.
It was pretty good. Did you watch it when I was like, she was pulling me all over the place? Well, whatever.
Yeah.
So here we are. It's you, me, and Gypsy. And how many years have you been coming here to Special Strides?
I've been coming here for 21 years.
21 years. So you must have been like a little baby when you were coming here. Oh my God. And have you watched your own progress?
Yes.
Yeah, your own progress. So tell us, what are things that you can do now that maybe you had trouble with when you were younger?
I can talk. I'm able to, function as an adult.
You are?
Yeah, and it's incredible. Along with Special Strides, I had 15 other therapies a week. My mom really pushed to get me better. And now that I'm standing here helping out one of the people who really saved my life and who really helped me, I'm really happy about that.
I know, Adrian. This is a special place. To be very honest with you, they make dreams come true for parents.
Yes.
Your parents are watching you grow and thrive and be part of this. And now you want to be part of the Special Strides, and you're here on the broadcast. And what we're going to do now is we're going to ask the people to help other kids like you, kids that are younger, that maybe they don't have the opportunity to come here.
Yes.
Maybe they don't even know about it, but if they did, they say, well, that's something that maybe we can't do. But this program, this Fund a Child, this exact program tonight is going to allow every child that comes here to get a chance to be a part of this. They don't turn anyone away here. So this is the grant. This is exactly why you're doing it. So I don't know how many times I can say it, but we have a $5,000 button. A $5,000 button. Now, if you're on your iPad or your phone, it's right there. And I really want you to click it. Now, I know when we're in a room of people, there's a little bit of pressure. Somebody puts it up and it's really exciting, and you get, people look at you and they say, wow, that's cool, that guy did that. And if you're not in a position, we understand. But you're home tonight. This is all about you. It's what's inside of you. Do you have it? Are you that person? Did you have special opportunities? Adrian, you have gotten some special opportunities here that maybe wouldn't have happened if you weren't here. So we're asking them. So let's push the $5,000 button. Let's pretend we're pushing it right now. Let's do it. Ready? We go, boom. That's all it takes. That's it. $5,000 button.
Hi, I'm Carrie Callett, and I own Jewelry Design Gallery. We support Special Strides because nothing can match those kids' faces when they get off of that horse. It's a great organization, and we love supporting our community.
It's a gift. It's a gift to all the children and what they get coming to such a wonderful place.
We've been coming to Special Strides for a lot of years. We always appreciate the testimonials. We know how hard everybody works and what they give for the kids. Everybody should support Special Strides.
I give to Special Strides because it's an organization that I believe in. I think they do amazing work.
Special Strides is very special to me. It's one of my most important charities. And why is that so? I can see the children. I can see their development. I can see what it does for them. When you give to a charity and it just goes into a big money clump and it gets spread all over, you never see it. You don't see what Special Strides does. So therefore, I will continue to support them with my heart. Thank you.
And we're back. And we're here with Wendy. Wendy is one of the most prestigious donors, okay? I happen to know Wendy, so we're smiling a little bit. She looks beautiful during COVID. She took her mask off for me to hang out with me a little bit. I had been tested, so we're good. But Wendy, we're talking about why do you feel that every year you come, and I know you have a relationship with Lori in the community and everything, but you come here every year. Tell us what makes you come here every year and raise your hand and donate.
Listen, this is an organization where you just don't donate and it goes into a big pot and you don't know where it goes. This is an organization where you know where it goes. You watch those children get on the horse. You watch those children get off the horse. You see the love. You see the attention. You see their parents crying. You see their parents smiling. You see everyone around them in disbelief. It's the most unbelievable, the most heartwarming, the most giving organization that you can donate to. There's no reason not to donate. There's no reason if you have $20, if you have $10, if you have $100, everyone has something that they can donate. There is no reason not to donate to this organization.
Well, thank you, Wendy, and thank you for everything you've done for so many years. She's been a part of it. So I just want you to know, Wendy, we're not talking about 20 right now. We did the 20s. We're talking about 2,500. We did a great job on the 5,000. There's no way I can see that, but that's okay. We did a great job on the 5,000. I mean, we really did. I understand that they're hitting records out there. And by the way, before I say 2,500, there you go. That's what I wanted to do. Shout it right out. $47,000 in Fund a Child. Boom, on the first one. Come on, guys. You're doing an amazing job. And I'm not going to be shy about it. I'm telling you right now. 2,500, that's half of 5,000. Now, I know that people in the audience, when the 2,500 goes up, people raise their paddle, people do that. And once again, we're asking you to dig down, even if you just gave 5,000. Click the button again.
Push it again. Push the button again.
Push it again. 2,500. Come on, guys. This you met Adrian, and you understand we're changing lives. And I'm going to tell you a little story. There was one time that I was here, and while one of the clients was going around on the horse, and I was watching the parents watch her on the horse, and I was just thinking, wow, this is great. This is amazing. But I didn't even know half the story. This time that she spent here was the only time of the week that her daughter sort of brightened up. It was the only time her daughter stood up straight and looked her in the eye and smiled. Can you imagine living in your home with your child, and the best time of the week is the time that you spent here, the time that you saw your daughter or your son on a horse? There's no way you could say, no, I don't know if you can or you can't afford it. But if you come here, you're going to get on a horse and you're going to get this special therapy. So 2,500. Wendy, let's do it.
Ready?
We're touching the button.
Just do it.
Let's do it.
Baby, we were
So we have been recipients of the scholarship since Trent first started attending Special Strides. At that point, we were newly diagnosed. We still are receiving lots of medical treatment all over the country. And
you're a therapist.
The medical burden
you were an internship here first.
Has been tremendous as far as our finances are concerned. And then, wanting to give him the best type of therapy isn't necessarily something that's always covered by every insurance company. And unfortunately, we were not able to receive insurance coverage for hippotherapy. So without the scholarship, this therapy would not be possible for Trent.
The scholarship program is so important because life is expensive, and just life is expensive, full stop, right? And then when you have a kid with special needs, you need to try and manage to do the little bits extra to try and help them along, that they might need. Or even just going to the doctors. You're going to so many different doctors, everything is like chip, 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 chip.
You're buying special shoes, you're buying orthotics, some people buying wheelchairs, you're buying the expenses are out of this world. And not only family can afford all that plus, extra therapies or extra things. So I think the scholarship program at Special Stride directly touches people's lives. Always, before Michael was born, we like to try to give the charities. We supported, St. Jude's and all these things that sounded great.
And they are great too.
That are great. Don't get me wrong. Do good things. But do good things at a very kind of macro level. That you support research. That's great. Every dollar you give to Special Strides, it's a child on a horse who has a connection, has a better opportunity to walk, to talk, to interact in a way they wouldn't otherwise. So that's why we support Special Strides. That's why we support the scholarship program.
All right, we're back, and you're inspired, and I'm here with Meredith. So that was a great segment, and I'm sure everybody started clicking that 2,500. There's a little bit of a delay, so I'm not getting all the information as fast as you may be clicking. So if you look right down here, there's a thermometer, and you could watch the thermometer rise as you click. So you click the button, and it goes up. You get a click. 49,000, we're really moving tremendously. It happens to be an amazing thing that we're doing. Now, I do say we're getting down to, Meredith, just hold 1 second.
Sure.
So I just want to back up a second. If you feel that you did not get a chance to click the 5,000, don't be shy. Click it. 5,000 is available to you. 2,500 is available to you. So let me just tell you, they've got the thermometer right here. Watch yourself clicking the button. But before we go, Meredith is here. Now, Meredith, you have had a long history here. You were in college and you worked here as an intern?
Yeah, so I've been at Special Strides for 8 years. I started here as a physical therapy student working with Susie and Lori, and I didn't know anything. I was learning about children and physical therapy, and I had no horse experience before I came here. And now I've been working here 8 years as a physical therapist, and I feel like I've learned so much. I've grown professionally, and it's just amazing to see the kids that I worked with as a student take some of their first steps or speak their first words, and now they're telling me about proms and vacations that they go on, and just to see them grow over the past 8 years as well has been amazing.
Wow, so you're watching the kids develop right before your eyes. Like you're a student, you're an intern. What college you go to?
I went to Quinnipiac University.
Quinnipiac, all right. Yeah. If we got any Quinnipiac out there, just make sure you click a little bit for Q, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so you're watching the kids grow, you're watching them develop, you're saying, oh my goodness, this is such a rewarding experience. Were you a horse person at all?
No, I had no horse experience prior to coming here. I just enjoyed working with children, and I love the atmosphere here. It's just so inviting and it's so stimulating.
Right.
But over the years, I've learned so much from Lori, Susie, Charlene, Jane, all the people here that have the horse experience, and it's made me become a horse person.
Oh, so do you ride it all now?
I prefer to walk next to the horse and provide physical therapy, but I'm not afraid to get on the horse.
I understand. Okay, that's good. So you're watching the passion, and you've signed up. You're all in. You're all in for the passion. Well, thank you for the work you're doing here. Your clients appreciate it. We appreciate it, and everybody out there on our virtual gala appreciates it. All right. So now we've done the 5. We've done the 2,500. But it's not closed. Remember, we talked about that.
Yep.
It's not closed. You can hit the we're up to the 1,000. You can hit the 1,000 twice. You can hit it 3 times. Doesn't matter. You can hit it 5 times. I like that. So we're doing the 1,000. So this is usually one of the more popular ones. I mean, when I say one of the more popular ones, I would like that thermometer to rise, okay, to rise. We should be going higher. Now remember, our goal last year was an anomaly. There was a crazy year. I mean, the boys did an amazing job, and if you were here in the building, you felt the energy. I'm trying to recreate that, but you're home. Have another glass of scotch. I mean, put it on the rocks and let's go. Have another glass of wine. This is a $1,000 pledge. This is something you all can. Your credit card's already in the machine. Are you ready, Meredith?
I'm ready.
Let's press the button.
The reason to donate to Special Strides is a lot of the kids that they serve, they can't do a lot of the things that a lot of other kids do. So this is a great thing to give them something more in their life and something great to look forward to. And by donating, you're giving kids the ability to have that experience on a weekly, monthly, whatever basis that they go to visit Susie and Lori and Special Strides in general. And so I would encourage everyone to donate to give other kids what Trent's been able to have for the last few years.
Okay. We're back, and I'm here with Melissa. Hi, Melissa.
Hi.
Melissa, has your mom been on the show tonight?
Just a few times, so everyone knows my mom as Susie.
So your mom is Susie. Of course, you grew up with this beautiful farm, watching everything go on. But before we get to you, I just want to complete what we were doing. We hit the 1,000. I saw people hitting the 1,000. I know that thermometer is rising. By the way, while I talk to Melissa, I want you to keep hitting that 1,000. We're not yet at the next level. But let me go back to Melissa for a second. So how is it that you came here? I mean, obviously your mom's here and she's part of it. But how did you come here? And what was your inspiration when you came here?
So I started here as my mom's little shadow, and I couldn't wait until I could volunteer. So I started out as a volunteer, and then I became a staff member, and now I'm a physical therapist as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I have been a licensed PT for about a year, and I love what I do.
I think one of the horses love what you do, too.
So Meredith just hit on all great points about why PT is so important to all of the kids here. So
Right.
I just, want to expand a little bit on that, but even more, some of the things I've learned from growing up on the farm. Not only did I learn to become a physical therapist, but I'm able to take the passion, the empathy, and all of the learning that I learned here from my mom and Lori and Jane, and build a career out of it. So one of the things that you learn at the farm is seeing the abilities in everyone and not the disabilities or the impairments. And I think that that's so powerful.
Right. So you're working with these children and they're on the horse, and you're thinking positive thoughts. You're saying there's no limit. There's no ceiling.
Exactly.
Right. That's the beauty of it. I
Yeah.
mean, sometimes, we all know somebody who has gone to or used PT, but that's a whole nother ballgame. This is somebody that we don't really know what their ceiling is, how high they can go. And with your help, with you're creating these, and to be honest with you, the people out there, they don't, this is not their first thought. They don't think of this type of therapy.
Right.
So this is why we're doing this. So please, one of the other things, before we get to the $500 button, let me just explain. If you know somebody, and we all know somebody, we've all have someone in our lives who are affected in some way, have a child who needs a little more help, has some challenges. If you know somebody, please make this an option for them. Bring them here. As Lori and Susie tell me all the time, they will not turn anyone away. That's why we're doing this. So you don't understand. You gave me a stat just before. Would you let everybody know?
So at the 500 level right now, that's 1 month of therapy. And I always love when the parents of the children always say after one therapy session, they see such an improvement. So 1 month of therapy would be 4 sessions.
So 4 sessions, 1 month is equal to a $500. Obviously, the $1,000 is one of the more popular ones. I think the $500, I think we can nail it on this one. I think we can. We're going to $55,000. We definitely need another $30,000. This is where we're going to make it up. So it's really, there's a couple hundred people on the broadcast. It's $500. Think of it as like 2 great dinners out with friends or something. Well, that's an expensive restaurant, but whatever. You understand. It's a couple of dinners out that, and we're not going out to dinner anyway, really. I mean, who's going out to dinner? So what are you doing with the money? You're not going on a plane, flying somewhere. You're not taking these crazy vacations. You're not doing... This is what you're doing. You're feeling good about yourself. You're putting the money towards these children who really need it. A month, $500. Hit the button twice. You ready? Ready, Melissa? Let's do it. Here we go. $500.
I've seen amazing things with some children on horses, especially with Nico, and it's just really changed. I would say it changed his whole demeanor. Like, I don't know where he would be if we didn't find Special Strides when we did.
So we headed to the farm. How do you feel?
Happy and excited.
I have fun and I enjoy it. And when I feel done, I feel like I accomplished.
The joy you see in those kids' faces it's palpable, and there's nothing like it. Every single child that goes in there is so fortunate, like so lucky to have found this spot, Special Strides.
And we're back. So I'm here with Russ, and now Russ we were talking before, we talked earlier this week, and we were talking about being on this gala tonight. And before I tell you a little bit more about Russ, I just want to make sure that we exhausted all the $500 buttons, because we're getting to, let's be honest, it's an easy one, okay? It's an easy one.
Absolutely.
So we've got all the $500 buttons. The thermometer right here is rising and rising and rising. We've got big ideas. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know it's different. I know we're in a virtual gala. I know we're not live. I know there's no extraneous pressure on you to raise your hand or give extra money. But your credit card's already in the button, so just hit it and we'll do it. Give me a $500. Let's throw in a couple more before we move on. But Russ, let's talk about your story. Now, Russ is a super supporter. He's a super supporter of Special Strides. He's definitely part of the family. I'm going to let him tell you his story, and he's got some words that he'd like to share with you.
Thank you. So I'm a father of a special needs boy, Michael, who's been fortunate enough to come to Special Strides for many, many years. Or as I like to call Special Strides, the miracle in Monroe, because that's really how we think about it.
Oh, I like that.
The miracle of Special Strides means many things to many people, and to some it's a beautiful, tranquil farm that's welcoming to our children, and that's unique. To others, the miracle is the inspiration, the caring, the dedicated therapists who are healing our children every single day. But I guess for me, Larry, the miracle of Special Strides means hope. And there's a saying here that hope makes the impossible possible. Well, Special Strides makes extraordinary things possible every day, like the joy of experiencing that deep emotional connection with the gentle and intuitive horses that you kind of felt when you were riding. There's an old saying that when you ride on a horse, it's like flying without wings. Well, Special Strides makes it possible for our kids to soar. It's really amazing to me as a parent how riding on the outside of a saddle helps so much on the inside for these kids. So Special Strides makes it possible for parents too, not just to see the smiles and how their children are being healed, but it's also an experience, a pause when you come here. For me, the farm is a special, quiet respite. On countless Saturday mornings, I'd walk behind Michael's horse as we go through the pristine woods here at Congress Hill, admiring the natural beauty, experiencing a much-needed peaceful moment to reflect. And I can say for many parents of special needs kids, these tranquil moments are rare and priceless, and they're here. Special Strides also makes it possible for the young, the volunteers who work here, they give the gift of giving, helping those who really need help. And I can tell you for the volunteers who work here, the experience, it lifts their hearts, it feeds their souls, and it fortifies their character for life. I'm grateful to Special Strides, but truth be told, and I've said this before, I am actually in awe of the staff, the therapists, and the volunteers, because they do what most people in the world really can't do today. They forget about our children's disabilities, and they focus on their abilities. So yes, hope makes the impossible possible. And your donations tonight make possible this beacon of hope in our community known as Special Strides. So thank you for your generous donations, and thank you for allowing me to speak tonight.
Okay, Russ, I didn't know you were coming and you're going to be a super overachiever and speak like that. Your powerful words have obviously resonated through the entire community. You speak from the heart. You prepared a beautiful sentiment, and you reiterated what our other folks said, and you really summed it up. And we're asking for $100, and $100 really is something that most everyone on the broadcast can handle. And you are you're an example of a father that has watched his son grow.
Yes.
And this is your place. This is your home. This is your place. You'll come no matter what. He loves it here, and you can't take that away from him.
Absolutely.
And we have to be able to get that into some new new families, some new children, some people who don't know about it. So once again, I ask you to share this with your friends. And I see that you have another piece of paper. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think that's really important because we talked about it. And these are some of the numbers that we're talking about here because your background is in financial, correct?
Well, actually, it's marketing. I've done some finance, marketing.
This is what he knows. Okay, so this is what I want you to work with me on.
So, especially when you're thinking about a $100 donation and what it could buy, it is so expensive to run this farm. It's absolutely so expensive. So, some costs that I got from Lori. The COVID cleaning that they talked about earlier, well over $1,000 just for the year to cover that,
Right.
and that's an incremental expense. Vaccinations for the horses, $2,500. Veterinarian services, $6,000 just for the horses.
Wow.
And to board the 16 horses, right? 1 year, $11,000. And then, of course, there's hay. You see all this hay back here, right? We're making a lot of hay. If you lined up all the bales of hay that Special Strides use in 1 year, it would go 9 miles.
Oh, wow.
So there is a lot to cover here that you may not think about day to day, and your donations get them through these expenses that, quite honestly, in the COVID environment have gone up. So I think it's important, and I think we're at the $100 mark, so please give.
It's $100. We're talking about
$60,000.
We're almost at $60,000. This is the one that takes us over the top. We're looking at $100. So even if you gave it the $5,000, and I know that's great, and I'm sure a lot of our friends have clicked in and hit the $5,000, and we have winners at the top who won door prizes, and we have a thermometer at the bottom, and we have a text to donate. But right now, it's really $100.
$100.
It's $100.
Yeah, I think you can do it.
It's not something you can't do. So here we go. It's $100. Let's press the button. Ready? Here we go. Beautiful. I like it. You touched the button. Thanks, Russ. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming out. Okay, guys. I just got word. Okay, I just got some words. It came into me just now. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build up your love and your support and everything that is Special Strides. I want you to stay with me right now. I'm thinking of the right way to do this, but we have a very special guest. Sam Landy is in the building, and Sam just got word to us that he has a very special and generous donation that he'd like to make to Special Strides. And I said, Sam, only you could tell it better than me. So come on in, Sam. I love you. You're terrific. And tell everybody what's going on.
Thank you, Larry. Everybody's doing such a great job. And, you know, I'm almost speechless, but I'll find a way to speak. I'm proud that I get to work with our honoree, Chris Marr, Ocean First Bank, working with UMH Properties. And I'm here to make a donation in memory of my mother, Gloria Landy. My mother used to drive us to horseback riding lessons when I was just 7 years old. So that is the start of all of this. She was a very accomplished woman who had many titles, did many things, and she was extremely proud of Lori and the job Lori does with Special Strides. So in memory of my mother, I'm making a donation of 5,000 shares of UMH stock to Special Strides. And in the Fund a Child, I didn't have a chance, but my father wants to contribute $8,500 to Fund a Child, so you could add that in there too. And you've all done such a tremendous job, everybody from Special Strides. I was at home watching on the big screen TV, and this is the most incredible event ever. And congratulations and great work by all of you.
Thank you so much. I could kiss him. I know him.
I have said that. Great work, Sam.
Larry,
thank you so much.
Great
I
job.
appreciate
Thank you.
everything that you do here, and I got to be honest with you. I look to you and I see what you do here, and you're so inspirational to people and to myself, and how to handle yourself in certain situations, and you're larger than just, you know, the Congress Hill Farms here, and Lori, what you do here is tremendous. And I just got word that they're about to break $60,000. They're about to break that barrier. So let's do it. Let's make sure it happens. So thank you so much, Sam. And we've got a couple more things coming up right now. I got to tell you, Sam breaks me up every time. Sometimes he's not that a man of 1,000 words, but when he speaks, it just hits me every time. Every time. So
me too. After 32 years,
I got my cowboy hat on.
Oh, what does
I
that
got my
mean?
cowboy hat on.
Does that mean
It's time for
we've all been waiting for
Derby at Dusk? Unbelievable. Okay. So Derby at Dusk is a great idea that we came up with to race the horses. So you met Grace tonight, you met Gypsy tonight, maybe you saw some of the promos with some of the other horses, and we set up this incredible race, and we put together this incredible track in here, and they raced for time, and I want you to watch it, and I want you to lay your bets down, and if you win, donate it to Special Strides. You can click on the donate button. You can give 1,000. You can give 500, 100, 2,500, or even $5,000. Special Strides needs it. As you can see, everybody here has been doing an incredible job. We've had a very social and safe virtual gala, and I think everybody has enjoyed it. We've had some great music. We've had some great entertainment, some laughs. But right now, we've got Derby at Dusk. Welcome to Derby at Dusk, featuring our star horses. Magic on lead rope, Gypsy on long line, Grace on invisible lead, and Romeo on lead rope. Demonstrating our course this evening is Milo, being ridden by Charlene. And he's off, weaving through the first obstacle of cones. There are many ways our therapy horses are put in motion at Special Strides. Milo is demonstrating independent riding. There he goes around the barrel of lights and now headed to the ground poles. Milo's 20 years old, and he is one of our most athletic horses. His height and width make him an ideal choice for our younger clients. He has a strong, straight stride that helps him build their core strength. Over the bridge and through the finish line in 39 seconds. Well done, Milo. We'll see if anyone can beat your time. Racers, on your marks. Get set. And they're off. Romeo off to a strong start as Magic goes strong to the inside as they weave through the obstacle of cones. And around the clubhouse turn, the horses are neck and neck. As they head around the first turn, around the barrel, now all together, it's anybody's race. And here they go, approaching the ground poles. Down the back stretch, the horses are jockeying for position. Romeo and Magic are in front, but Gypsy's coming up from behind, getting ready to make their move. Magic takes the inside, and now over the bridge of lights. Then it's Magic in the lead. And now Romeo makes his move as they come down the home stretch. And Romeo jumping in front, and it's Romeo for the win. Followed by Magic for a close second, Gypsy in third, and Grace in fourth. Go ahead, Romeo. Celebrate in style. You've earned it. And Romeo is the winner. I love Romeo. Everybody's fell in love with Romeo. Romeo, come on up here. Excellent, excellent. Romeo, amazing. You're a winner. Guess what happens when you win? When you get to win, we get to introduce Jenna. Jenna, come on up here, Jenna. So Jenna is our filmmaker, and she's been doing an amazing job putting these amazing films together. So I wanted you to know, and Jenna loves Romeo. So Jenna, if you don't mind, I think Romeo deserves a treat. Stay with us, Jenna. Yes, that's right. She loves carrots. Carrots are her favorite. Amazing. I love it. So look at her go. Amazing. Romeo, she did great. Oh, I'm sorry, Romeo, you did great.
His name is Romeo.
I'm sorry, I got confused here. But hey, listen, Romeo's our winner at Derby at Dusk. Now, I got to be honest with you, Jenna, I was watching some of those films. They were unbelievable. I was crying, and I mean, literally, the way you bring a story to life, and it's so amazing that Special Strides has someone like you to document and narrate their story for everybody. So it really, I mean, I've done a few of these virtual productions, and we were never fortunate enough to have someone like you putting together such great films, and I think Special Strides is lucky to have you, so thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Larry. Yeah, I've been working with Special Strides for about 8 years now, and they actually were one of my very first clients when I started my production company. They gave me my first shot, and ever since, it's been 8 years of learning and growing together and telling stories. And as a documentary filmmaker, Special Strides, I mean, they have the best, warmest, most heartfelt stories to tell.
Well,
so it's been an honor working with you guys.
Thank you. Well, Jenny, I think Romeo wants a few more.
You're still hungry, buddy. That was a tough race. I know. You did well. You did really well.
Sounds like we're at $60,500. We crossed the $60,000 barrier, guys. We're going to keep all the bidding open, okay? So I understand all the bidding is staying open until when, Lori? Until we reach $75,000. Okay, I guess it's going to just stay open. So just keep bidding, stay on the thing, stay on the auction website, and of course, I want you to tell friends about it and get them more and more and more involved. I promised you great entertainment. I have another piece of amazing entertainment. I was so fortunate to meet this guy, and when I told him about it, he was so anxious to participate in anything. He's been such a great person in reference to the COVID pandemic and any charities that we've been working on, and he has a great song. You know him as John Resnick from the Goo Goo Dolls. Yes, John Resnick from the Goo Goo Dolls recorded something in his studio, and I think that the song describes these amazing kids on their horses because they don't know that they have disabilities. They are soaring. The therapists are pushing them towards positivity and greatness, and that's what we're going for, and they are fearless.
Behind every fear there's a light told. Spend most of my life trying to let go. The more you love, the more you bleed. Some days will be harder than others, so we gotta lean on each other. Hands in the air, hearts on our sleeves. We're living in a world unfair. We're living in a world so scared. We gotta be fearless, fearless. We're brave enough to feel this, feel this. We're running down our demons, demons. No doubts around it, I finally found it. Fearless, fearless. I never thought I'd feel this, feel this. I finally believe it, believe it. No doubts around it, I finally found it. I can't be myself if I'm hiding. If I'm not living, I'm dying. I can't be what I don't know. I'm tearing apart all the labels, throwing my luck on the table. And if I lose, I won't go home. 'Cause you're living in a world unfair. We're living in a world so scared. We gotta be fearless, fearless. We're brave enough to feel this, feel this. We're running down our demons, demons. No doubts around it, I finally found it. Fearless, fearless. I never thought I'd feel this, feel this. I finally believe it, believe it. No doubts around it, I finally found it. Hold it close, don't ever let it go. I can feel the light inside. Hold it up so that everybody knows now is not the time to hide. 'Cause we're living in a world unfair. We're living in a world so scared. We gotta be fearless, fearless. We're brave enough to feel it, feel this. We're running down our demons, demons. No doubts around it, I finally found it. Fearless, fearless. I never thought I'd feel this, feel this. I finally believe it. No doubts around it, I finally found it.
I can't thank you enough, John Resnick of the Goo Goo Dolls. Thank you so much for being on our show today and really taking it home. So we've got the whole crew here. Everybody's here. I just got to tell you a couple more things before we say goodnight tonight. I'm thankful to every one of you that are out there that donated, that participated, that auctioned on items, that bid on auctions, that won those items. All those things, we're so proud of you. We're so thankful to you. Without you, we couldn't make this possible. Our sponsors, of course. Lori, hit them up with the sponsors. We got tons of sponsors here. I want to make sure we get the couple of those diamond sponsors and
UMH Properties,
exactly.
Monmouth Real Estate Investment
Exactly.
Trust, Ocean First Bank, Central State Medical Center, Children's Specialized.
Unbelievable.
And it
Yep.
goes on and on.
The
Thank
list goes
you
on and on. We'll put up
so
some of those slides
much.
as well. Thank you. Susie, any final words here? Anything to thank everybody?
All I can say is continue to help us to make a difference in the lives of not just the children, but all the families.
And that's exactly what they're doing. They're changing the directions of lives. That's what we're doing here. I'm so glad that I had a chance to be a part of it. I just want to let you know that our Facebook page will be showing this broadcast. You can stay on it. You can watch it again. You can keep bidding. You can fund a child at any denomination. You can throw in more money. You could just click the button to donate. You could text to donate. These are the winners tonight. They were the first people to register, but you're all winners tonight, okay? And when I say you're all winners tonight, I am not kidding. You're all winners tonight. I want you to keep that bidding going. We're going to keep the auction open. We're going to keep it going for a while. I think we're just going to keep it
silent
going.
auction is open till 10 o'clock tonight, and then you could come to the farm tomorrow to receive. You're going to get a text that tells you if you won, and then you could come to the farm and meet us between 9 and 11 tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm about to bid on the wine cooler, so I'm going to outbid anybody that's out there. Go ahead, sorry.
But Fund a Child is going on for the entire end of this year because we really want to get to the 75,000.
Right, and Lori, tell me that again. I just want to make sure they understand. Fund a Child is for, the idea is that anyone who shows up,
we can offer programming to anybody that comes through our barn doors. Last year we awarded $160,000, and this is our biggest fundraiser for this fund. And it funds children and adults in all the different programs that you saw tonight. And we really need your help to get to our restricted $75,000 to help people of today and people of tomorrow. And you are the Special Strides family. I thank you so much for helping people's dreams come true.
I mean, this is really truly a grassroots organization, and that's what people are looking for. When they want to donate their hard-earned dollars, they're looking not to just throw it out there into the universe. They're looking to give it to somebody that you can look into their eyes, like I'm looking into your eyes, Susie, and they want to look into your eyes and say, here's my hard-earned money, whether it's $5 or $500, and you got to do something great with it. Do the good that you do with it. So, as we all said, we got a whole crew back here, everybody. We got Gracie, Romeo, who we got? Magic. Oh, my God, Gypsy. I don't see Gypsy. Gypsy. All right. I got everybody. Thank you so much, everybody. Let's just keep the bidding going. Thank you so much, and good night from Special Strides. Thank you so much, everybody. Come on, everybody. Give them a little cheer. Jenna Bush Films, amazing. Thank you so much for being a part of the show tonight. I appreciate it so much.
Make a difference.
credits are rolling. Woo! That was so good. Hey, we did a show that came in under 2 hours.